dinner with me. Today here at the Young's house, I'm making up a baked chicken dinner and you guys get to watch. Here's what we're having today. So today I'm gonna throw some chicken thighs in the oven. Just a quick, simple dinner that's gonna taste good and stick to our ribs. Chicken thighs, we're gonna make up some rice, and then I got some green beans. I hope you all are having a good day today. And if you're not, hopefully I can brighten up your day with this here recipe. Here's what I'm using. I have some beautiful chicken thighs here that I have washed off using lemon juice, salt, and cold water. Then we've pat them dry with a paper towel. And we're gonna put some nice sweet Vidalia onions and a beautiful bell pepper and some fresh garlic up under the chicken to bring it some great flavor. You're gonna need some seasonings to make everything come together and taste good. I'll be using salt and pepper. I do have some jerk seasoning, and I'm not making jerk chicken, but I do want to put some jerk seasoning onto my chicken today to give it just a little bit of spice. I'm using some lemon pepper, parsley flakes for color, of course, garlic and onion powder, a tiny bit of cumin, Italian seasoning, paprika, and I'm going to be using some rice, your favorite rice. You can make plain rice if you want. I'm gonna make some green beans and we'll put some potatoes in it. Make sure your hands are clean. Let's make a delicious, quick and simple chicken dinner, Gina Young style. Weekend and the men are outside getting yard work done, preparing our yard for the winter months, you know. Picking up leaves, cutting grass, trimming bushes, all of those things. That's what they're outside doing, and I'm here to make them a good meal. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna start off cutting this nice, beautiful onion. If you like carrots, you like celery or mushrooms, put that always in the bottom of your baked chicken, and it tastes spectacular because the chicken will literally pick up those flavors of those vegetables, and it just brings more flavor to your recipe. Absolutely it does. And even when I make baked pork chops, I do the same thing. I put those veggies underneath, and it brings so much flavor. Now, this onion right here, oh my goodness. This onion is about to make me cry. I'm already crying. I'm crying. Daggone it. I love me some onions, but they just don't love my eyes. Here's how we're gonna do this onion real quick. And then I'll have to press the pause button so I can go wipe my eyes off. Get you some onions in the bottom of your pan. That's what I call a super strong onion. We're just gonna lay it in here, just like this. Nothing special. And then we're gonna turn around and do the same thing with the bell pepper. It doesn't have to be cut special, just basically get it in there, okay? If you wanna put a tad or two of butter into your pan, you can. It'll bring a nice rich flavor. Okay, I'm just gonna do a rough slice, right? Just like this, and those vegetables roast. And I love when I'm making my plate to scoop up these roasted vegetables that are in the bottom of the pan and put it on my plate and just eat it as, you know, kind of like a side dish. Whew, those onions got my eyes burning. Are you kidding me? We're gonna break this garlic clove, and guess what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna chop it. So what we've done, we've hit it with the side of our knife just so we could take this beautiful skin off, and then we put it in the bottom of our pan. It will also release amazing flavor into your pan. Take my chicken and I want to trim it up a little bit. It should never look like this. Even if you're leaving the skin on, trim it up a little bit. Make it look a bit more presentable, right? I feel like I'm gonna take the skin off and bake it. Sometimes if I have a whole lot of pieces, I'll leave the skin on a couple, right? On a couple of them, and then the others I'll take the skin off. Because that skin, it roasts and it gets crispy. So if you wanna do that, you can leave it on, but get rid of the extra fat that's on there, you know. But we are gonna season these up and make them taste spectacular. There are some times when I leave the skin onto the chicken, you'll see me rub some oil onto my chicken, and what that does is it keeps the chicken nice and moist, and it also helps to adhere the spices to your chicken, you know. See, now this looks much better. Look at that, gorgeous. I'm gonna continue to trim our chicken up. I've already washed it, and then we're gonna get it into our 9x13 pan. I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees, and we're gonna cook it until the internal temperature is 165 degrees Fahrenheit. I love when I get big chicken thighs. Like these ones right here, perfect size. Let me show you. Look how beautiful that is. So now I've washed up my hands. I've washed down my island and changed my cutting board because you don't want to transfer bacteria from your raw meat to anything else that you're getting ready to touch or anything else that's around it. So we got a new cutting board here. Let's season our meat. I'd like to season the underneath side first and then I'll season the top. So I'm going right in with the jerk seasoning. Oh my goodness, I need to shake this up. It's been a while since I used it. I was a little carried away when I started shaking this. I thought I'd knock it on the counter a little bit and I broke the bottle. But guess what we're gonna do? We don't freak out in this kitchen. You hear me? We're gonna take that seasoning. We're still using it. Are you kidding me? Yes, we are. Look at that. And it smells so good. I'm just gonna season this underneath side with this jerk because I want barely just a little bit of, you know, that spice. Oh, that's lovely. It smells absolutely amazing. I'm gonna go right in with some lemon pepper. Oh yeah. We're gonna put some black pepper in. Some salt. If you can't use salt, what I always say. I always tell you, leave it out if you can't use it and let your family and friends put salt and, you know, on their self. All right, we're gonna put some parsley flakes because it does make everything pretty, right? And I'm gonna go real forward and heavy with the garlic and onion powder on purpose. I always do. I got my oven preheated to 350 degrees. There we go. I'm gonna use some cumin, just a little bit. Goes a long way. There we go. Some Italian seasoning, if you like it. I've been using a lot of Italian seasoning lately. Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna put us some paprika. We're gonna flip these over and season the other side. It's that simple. Making baked chicken and making good baked chicken is basically about giving it that flavor, putting those vegetables underneath, baking it, you know, letting those roasted vegetables go permeate all through that chicken. That's how you make it taste good. Over season the other side. If you got you some lemon or even an orange, you can squeeze some of that juice in here or put a couple of slices of the lemon or orange in here. Always brings great taste. Sure it does. Happy weekend. Happy weekend to everybody. I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. How's your weekend? Is anybody making any of Gina Young's recipes? What are you having for dinner? I would love to hear from you all in the comment section. And what is your weather like? It's definitely cold here. Where I live, it is so cold. And the nights are extremely cold. I'm talking about like in 20 degrees. There we go. Look how beautiful that is. Taking the time to season in it, making sure that you're not afraid to give it flavor, right? A little tiny bit of cumin. All right, I'm gonna put us some lemon pepper. This is a salt-free lemon pepper, and it's got so much great taste that I love. Let's get us some black pepper on there. Oh yeah, it smells so good. I wish you guys were like here right now. I wish you were here when this comes out the oven because it's gonna be so stinking delicious. There we go. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put a little bit of broth and or water, whichever one you wanna do, at the bottom. It just kind of helps things begin the cooking, right? And put you a tad or two of butter in the oven, 350 degrees. How much water or broth am I gonna put in? Just about this much, where it comes up this much in a piece. 2 tablespoons of butter in here, a little bit of water. Let's get this into the oven and let's start on some green beans. And 2 cans of green beans. And I like to use the French cut. There are times that I use, you know, the regular kind, but the French cut is what I love most. So I'm gonna turn around and put some potatoes in mine. Absolutely I am. So I'm just gonna peel it real quick and get us some dices of the potato right in. Not too much, we're not gonna overwhelm it. And then we're gonna season it up with some good spices. Your favorite spices to make it taste good. If I have some bacon or sausage, I'm gonna throw some in there for great flavor to get that fat, you know, rendered out into our beans to make them taste good, right? Sure we are. Let's go ahead and do that. I may not use this whole potato. We'll kind of see. Let's see how much this is. Oh, I can use the rest. Perfect. The spices I'm going to be using is garlic and onion powder. And I'm going to put some fresh onion in here. Put a nice amount of our garlic powder on purpose. Nice amount of onion powder. Some black pepper and salt. Not too much salt, but just enough because whatever meat we use, it will have some salt in it. Perfect. Let's grab some meat. This sausage is going to bring great flavor. Just going to do a couple slivers here. Oh yeah. And all of the fat content that's in this sausage gonna make it taste good. Gonna grab out some onion. Just a little bit of onion, not too much. I don't want to go crying again. My goodness, are you kidding me? I should have saved some of that onion so I could put a little couple pieces in here. But it's okay. This little amount right here is plenty enough. If I can peel it. There we go. Slice that thing up. Great flavor right there. That's how you build flavor. It's just 2 cans of green beans, but make it taste good, right? Put your little bit of chicken bouillon powder in there if you want. It brings great flavor every time. We're gonna be making up this rice. My husband loves this rice-a-roni, and it's so good. So this one is the creamy 4 cheese, and it has such a great flavor. It tastes like chicken rice-a-roni, and then they put the cheese in it, and it's all in this little packet here. Great flavor. So the first thing we're gonna do is, inside of this pan, I'm hoping you can see, there's just a tiny bit of oil. You wanna always toast your rice-a-roni. Get it nice and golden brown, and it gives it a real nutty flavor, right? And it prevents it from getting mushy. When you're making any kind of rice-a-roni, doesn't matter what flavor or what kind you're making, use cold water. If you use hot water, it will be mushy. Okay, so we're gonna coat our rice pieces in all of this oil, making sure that every piece of rice is covered, with the oil. And very quickly it will begin to get nice and golden brown. And once that happens, I'm going to put 2 1/4 of a cup of water, and then this, and then I'll put like 2 slices of cheese. This comes together so quickly, but it does take like 25 minutes for it to cook. My rice is nice, beautiful, and golden brown. Let me show you. That's what it's supposed to look like. All right, and so let's go ahead and put our water right in. It's going to be a lot of steam. There we go. So make sure you back up. You're putting that water into that super hot pan, right? And then we're going to put the contents of the packet, that cheesy sauce that is so delicious. And if you want to add more cheese, sure you can. All right. Let's go ahead and mix this. And what they tell you to do is bring it up to a boil. Once it comes up to a nice boil, you're going to cover it. Turn it on low and let it cook for 25 minutes, okay? Like I said, and then sometimes I'll add maybe 2 slices of yellow American cheese. All right, so let's get this to a boil, and I'm gonna get, I think I have some foil. I like to put foil on mine and the lid, so I'll be doing that. I'm gonna make up a nice cup of hot coffee to wake myself up. I can feel my eyelids. My eyelids feel like they're getting very sleepy. Coffee break, just a quick coffee break. This is gonna pick me up. I'll be picked up by the time the end of this video, for sure. Perfect. I literally cannot wait until November gets here. I'm turning the heat down, and I make all my holiday recipes for you all. I cannot wait because I'm making tiramisu. It's one of my favorite desserts. If you like coffee, you will absolutely love tiramisu. It is the best dessert like ever. Let me get my phone. Let's put put some chicken bouillon powder in. I felt like they needed a bit more flavor, and so we did just that. And guess what else I snuck in there? A piece of that chicken fat. Oh my goodness, a piece of that chicken skin. I put it in here. It's going to release amazing flavor. And after it releases the flavor, you can discard of it. You can see we have our rice going, and the chicken is doing spectacular. Let me show you this rice. This rice looks amazing. I'm not even gonna put no more cheese in. Sometimes I do, I ain't doing it today. And look at these green beans. I'm gonna continue to cook these green beans because I want the potatoes to get a little bit more softer. Chicken is smelling amazing. Dinner's almost done. Like, how easy was this recipe? Listen to me, if y'all enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you ain't subscribed, what you waiting on? Tell your family and friends. Tell the world what Gina's doing every single day in this kitchen. Now, I'm still going to show you the chicken when it's done. Tell the world about Gina. I'm doing this every single day, and the whole month of November, I'm super, super, super excited because I'm doing all holiday recipes. All the holiday fixings that you remember growing up or that you love today, Gina Young's going to show you how to make it. Take a look at this. The baked chicken is done, and guess what I do? I leave it in that juice. That juice is amazing. And look at the roasted vegetables right there. Oh my goodness, they are so delicious. And look at the rice, and the green beans are done. Dinner is done. Make you some. Plate this up. I'm waiting on family to come over, so this is what you get. Make you some. Enjoy the recipe, Gina Young.